Thank you so much for tuning in to receive intuitive insights, spiritual guidance, and conversations that will open your heart and mind. Hello, beautiful listeners. Welcome to my very first episode. I'm so excited. Can you tell? Welcome Your Woo. This is Welcome Your Woo with Psychic Sarah Jane. I'm an intuitive guide, a psychic medium, a spiritual thought leader, and published author here to guide you each week with exploring your spiritual journey. And I'm so glad that you've joined me today. So whether you're here because you are just curious, because lots of us are, or you came to get a dose of inspiration, or perhaps you're simply here to learn more about the mystical world, you're in the right place. So great news for you. This is my purpose and my passion, and I'm truly just so excited to share all of this with you every Wednesday night. So what I'd really like to do right now, though, is just take a moment to just express my gratitude. So this being my first show, I just want to tell everyone tuning in today, all those that gave me the opportunity and everyone that believed in me to be here, that I have just really waited a long time to have a platform where my voice could be shared and I could help support humanity and elevate the frequency and vibration of this planet. So my excitement to be here tonight is just off the chain. Like, I'm just excited, more excited than I've ever been about anything probably in my life. So I just wanted to express my gratitude, but I will just dive right into a couple of things. So let's just talk about, what am I going to be doing here? Why am I doing this show, and what you can expect? So each week we will explore things such as like spiritual hygiene, intuitive guidance, and psychic insights, helping us to tap into our own spiritual gifts. Did you guys know that this is my zone of genius? That helping you discover that you are also psychic? Because newsflash, did you know everyone is psychic? It's true. It's just whether or not you've tapped into it or not. So we'll be diving into all kinds of fascinating conversations with guests who will share their own woo-woo experiences and wisdom. I also will be bringing in some really incredible people to expand us further by bringing more perspectives to the table for us to look and explore. Because listen, I truly believe that we can learn from observing others and seeing multiple perspectives of things. So that truly excites me to bring in some of those other magical people. And I promise you that every show will truly be a magical experience. So now that we've become a little acquainted, let's dive into what I want to talk about today. So before we begin, what I'd like to do is invite you all to just be with me for a moment and take a deep breath. And we're just going to center ourselves. One of the things that I really love to do anytime I'm with an audience is I like to send the planet and humanity love. So if you will join me for just a moment by placing your hands on your heart and closing your eyes, I'm just taking a deep breath in for a moment and imagining that your feet are planted and grounded into the earth. Imagine that they are bare, so you just feel that grass underneath your feet, and just feel your body grounding and anchoring into the planet. And imagine that there's a green emerald light that begins to stream in through the top of your head. This is the light of the heart chakra. Just feel that move through you. And now imagine that there's a magenta light moving through you. This is the high heart chakra. This is for your unconditional love for self and others. So just feel that green and magenta light. Feel those lights just moving through you. And now I want you to take that light and project it outwardly to the planet, touching every human, sending them love, helping elevate the vibration and frequency by simply sending the entire world love. And go ahead and take a deep breath in. And when you're ready, just come right back and open your eyes. So that's just something that I really love to do. It never hurts to send love to people. Everyone wants to receive and give love. So I like to just, anytime I come together with a group, just take a moment to do that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what you can expect with this Welcome Your Woo with Psychic Sarah Jane on Wednesday nights. So it truly is an honor to have you with me, to be here for my very first episode. And I do want to take a moment to just dive a little deeper with who I am what I will be bringing to you each week. And not just as your host, I want you to know also that I am someone who is just like you, who has literally walked the path of awakening, growth, and I've experienced massive transformation. And I'm not someone that just talks the talk. I do walk the walk. I will walk the walk with you. So I teach through my own experiences so that I can be relatable, which helps me to gain your trust because I've been there, truly. So, over the past several years, I have honed my intuitive gifts to really support my own journey and, in turn, have been able to help others hone theirs too. But beyond that, my true purpose is something that goes far deeper. I truly am here to help humanity remember and embrace its divine essence, to remind you, all of you, that you were born with incredible spiritual gifts waiting to be acknowledged, nurtured, and celebrated. And more importantly, like utilize them in a way that is supportive to your overall human experience for ourselves and the entire collective. So this is very exciting as I get to share all of this with you. Whew. I'm just going to take a moment to take this in. You guys, this is a lot to take in a little bit. So I'm hosting this show because I do believe it's time for all of us to welcome our woo, to open up to our magic that surrounds us every day, that we get to actually experience and share with others, to have fun with it, to approach it with curiosity and playfulness, to be able to fully trust our intuition, to step into the fullness of who we really are. So as we raise our individual vibration, we collectively raise the vibration of this planet as well. And it becomes a ripple effect, one of love and service and truly unity, where we can all begin to truly thrive. So we are all interconnected. And as we grow spiritually, we do help one another. And and as we help, the world will evolve into something truly extraordinary. That is my hope. That's my dream, my wish for this planet, for all of us to elevate. And I know the way that we get there is through love. And I also know that humans are ready to really fully embrace all that they're capable of. So many of us have so many gifts waiting to be exposed, expanded in, and discovered, that imagine what it would be like if everyone was tapping into their intuition and using it as a way to personally guide them through all decisions they make all the time, throughout their whole life, whether it's at home, with their family, with their jobs, it doesn't matter. Your intuition will not fail you. The only time it fails you is when you don't trust it. So in this space, what I want to do is then offer you tools and insights to help you grow in your spiritual gifts. So I want to empower you that you can trust your inner wisdom. The number one thing when people ask me, Sarah Jane, how did you get here? How did you learn to really trust your gifts? This is always my answer. I had a really great teacher. And when you have a really great teacher and someone that's supporting you and that understands, walked that walk, that's where the magic is really at. It's where you truly can expand in your consciousness and thrive in a world that's deeply in need of the light that each of us carries, because we all carry this light waiting to be shined outwardly so the world can see it. So together, we will explore ways to tap into our higher frequencies, and we will be able to awaken to the truth of who we are and why we're actually here. How does that sound to everybody? I know it's a lot, but I have a lot to say, and I'm super excited to have a platform to be able to do that and share all of the wisdom and all the knowledge and information that I have been able to express outwardly now to everybody else. So I'm super excited. Let's see what I have here. It looks like we have a caller wanting to come in. So I'm going to pause for a moment. And we have a caller coming from, let's see, New York. Purvi is calling in from New York City. Hello, Purvi.
Hi, how are you?
I am fantastic. How are you? Thanks for being my very first caller on the show.
Hello. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I wasn't able to look at the lineup. I'm not sure what your specialty is, if it's tarot or medium.
That's quite okay. So I'm an intuitive guide and a psychic medium. So if you want to ask any questions or if there's someone that you want to connect with. I can do mediumship as well. So it's really your decision. I will pull cards, but also just give the intuitive guidance. I don't do tarot. I have oracle decks.
Okay. Um, so I guess I think I just want a general read. I have no idea what's going on. Um, I thought I had a lot of direction, and I'm beyond confused at this point. So,
So are you,
is
you
that
have
too general?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, can you just be a little bit more specific overall in your life? Or is this perhaps just something happening like with a relationship or something specific?
It's just that I feel like my life has been stagnant for extreme. I'm just waiting for things to happen, and nothing happens.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna go ahead.
I guess, you know, in terms of my family, the one that I grew up with, I don't have my own family. Um, yeah, any insights on people's mindset?
Okay, I pulled some cards for you. So let me just channel and see what the messages that are coming through for you that I have right now. So the first card that I pulled for you is called Pillar. It's called Pillar of Light. And it says, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So the message that I'm getting for you right now is that there's going to be people that are going to fall away in your life because they're just not raising their vibration or their frequency with you. So they might be there temporarily. They might be like relationships that are slowly kind of going away. It may be, some of them could be abrupt, but I'm just being told like, it's okay to release them and let them go. This will create space for you to welcome in new people. Boundaries are super important as well. So being super clear in your boundaries when communicating with your family or your friends and your needs will help support you through some of the relationships that you're not necessarily feeling completely aligned with. The next card that you have is Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand by your side. So this is just a reminder that you do have a spirit team here with you waiting to support you. So at any time, Purvi, that you are feeling like you need additional support, we often forget to ask our guides, or we often forget to ask our teams, or whatever you call that thing bigger than you, God, spirit, creator, universe, source, Franklin, Nancy, I don't care what you call it, the thing that's bigger than you. Call on your guides, call on your team to support you, because they won't violate your free will and they have to have permission in order to support you. So don't forget that you have that spirit team. And also, you have a really big spirit team, Purvi. So I feel like you are pretty magical, is what I'm being told. And your intuition is really spot on. So trusting that will be super important for you as well. And the last card you have is Get Grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. And the message for that is just don't forget to ground your energy. That grounding is super important. When we ground, this is when we are able to have clarity and confidence with what is coming through. And that's when we can most trust our intuition, is when we're grounded. So if you're a highly sensitive empath, that's also why it's super important, because you want to make sure that you're not taking on the energy of other people. Okay. And then connecting with nature. So you can go put your feet in the bare ground to release all the negative energy, place your back on a tree and to recharge yourself, or turn around and hug the tree. Multiple ways you can do it. And if you can't actually get out of nature, you can always close your eyes and go do it through your imagination, or as I like to call it, in the quantum. So I am not sure if that answers your question fully, because it's a little like not quite direct, but hopefully that's supportive with what you're experiencing.
Mm-hmm. Anything coming up for me at all?
Like, in what sense? Like, the messages that I'm seeing for you right now is being super clear in your boundaries, making sure that you are taking care of yourself, so your self-care, filling your cup, giving from your overflow, and making sure that you are grounding into your energy and asking your spirit team for help.
More so, like I kind of distanced myself from my family for self-preservation, I don't know if there's been any, uh, anything from the my my doing that, any effect.
The message that I'm getting for you around that is if you feel fully aligned in the decision that you made, then you need to trust that and not worry about what anyone else thinks, because we often really get caught up in what we think they're thinking. But oftentimes what we're doing is creating a story we don't actually know. So don't create a story that's going to not serve you for your highest good. Instead, if you can, try to trust the decision that you made and that spirit has your back, and that you're on the right track. I'm just hearing you're on the right track. And I pulled another card for you. You got Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. So you can shift the energy by moving. And really, this is an invitation for your inner child to come out and play and let her have some fun. Don't be so serious. That's the message I'm getting.
Okay. Anything from, I guess, any deceased family members?
Say that one more time. Any family issues?
Any like messages? Anything from deceased family members?
Let's see. You got the Age of Light, which is you've been training for this for lifetimes, meaning that you have psychic abilities that you're able to connect to your team if you want to ask them directly. I'm being told to encourage you to consider doing some automatic writing to actually connect with your past loved ones, and really, like, it's an invitation to begin trusting your intuition.
Okay.
Right. So, Purvi, that's all I have for today. I hope that this was supportive to you. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
All right. All right. We are going to welcome our next caller. Hi, Gina. Calling from.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm super excited to have you. How are you?
Okay, how are you?
Good. So what can I do for you today? I am pulling from an oracle deck. So if you have a general message or if there's someone that's passed away, I can do mediumship and connect. What would you like to do today?
Give me some kind of insight of what's going on in my life, please. I got a lot of depression and problems going on right now.
Okay. Let's see what the cards have to say. Did you recently move, or have you been thinking about it?
No, I haven't recently moved.
Have you thought about doing that?
I'm not in a financial situation at the moment to be able to do anything. So that's part of my problem.
Okay, so if money wasn't an option, would you be gone already?
Probably.
Okay, that's what I'm getting at. Thank you. Okay, so here's what I'm being told. I'm going to pull some cards, but what I'm being told to tell you is be clear on your why. Don't worry about the how. Yep, be clear on your why. Be very clear about why you want what you want. Don't worry about the how, and ask Spirit to help support you. Ask your team to come in and bring you all of the solutions to your issues and to help support you in whatever like desires that you have, destinations that you want to get to, places you want to be. But here are the cards that you have. So the first one, which is just perfect, you got the yes card. So that's just a solid yes. If you want to move, Gina, then start even create a vision board or do something that's going to help support you and putting the action in motion to get you in the desired space that you actually want to be in. The next card you have is boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So I'm being told to tell you that no is a complete and full answer. You do not owe anyone an explanation. You don't have to explain yourself. It's not even your business what they think. So don't stress out about what they're saying, talking about, right? Also, you could create an affirmation that every time someone talks bad about you, you receive abundance tenfold or something to that effect. Because I'm hearing there's some naysayers. There's people that have a lot to talk about. Is there people chirping in your ear?
Okay.
Do you have people that are kind of chirping, saying things to you?
Not to me, but
Not to
probably
you.
behind my back, yes.
Yep. So just hand all that back to them and don't worry about that. The next card that you have is the Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits and soul tribe. The biggest message in this card for you, Gina, is to call in your soul family, to call in your tribe, call in the people that will support you. They will show up. If you ask Spirit to bring you the people that are here for you to support you on your journey, they will show up, I promise.
Okay.
Is that helpful?
Somewhat.
Do you have another
Do you see
question?
anything? Yes. Any insight on my financial situation?
The message coming through is you have the power to change. You have the power to change that.
Okay.
Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. So who can you call on right now to support you as a mentor that will help you? I'm being told that you have your own intuitive gifts, but like a specific mentor is what you're being called to do, to find someone that will support you and making some decisions, really setting your clear boundaries, making your affirmations, and being clear on your desires so that you can actually manifest them.
Okay.
So seeking out a mentor or teacher is the message.
Okay. Is there anybody coming through that has passed on?
I don't have anyone coming in through specifically right now. Is there someone you want to connect with?
Either my mother or my sisters.
Your mother says she's always with you. She's singing the song Brown Eyed Girl. Let's see what she has to say. She says, I have a new understanding, meaning that she is absolutely, she's definitely one of your guides, and she's definitely around you all the time. She says, just call on me and I will support you. You just have to ask. She says that she's proud of you and not to worry about what anyone else says.
Okay.
And then the last card I have for you, this is from your mom. She says, I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. So do you ever see roses? I feel like she's going to show up as roses.
Okay.
So if you start seeing roses, that's her showing up. So, well,
Okay.
Gina, I really appreciate you joining me today. Thank you for being here.
I really appreciate you. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Same to you. Bye-bye. All right. So here we go, guys. Thank you so much for the callers. Oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. I hope that you guys are enjoying this as well. So I'm going to just go ahead and wrap things up for this evening and the show and tell you just a couple of things before we head out. So one thing that I like to do is I like to share when spirit be spiriting. So this is one of my favorite things to do, and I'll end each show with this, but sometimes we have these moments where the signs and synchronicities show up, and I call them when spirit be spiriting. So a couple of days ago, I kept being really focused on my why. I kept seeing things around my why. I was in a meditation and I saw people's whys coming up all over like a wall. And it was the coolest thing ever. And I kid you not, the very next thing I did when I got a deck of cards out and I pulled a card, I pulled the why card. I pulled the why card. So I like to call those moments when spirit be spiriting because they're extra validation, definitely synchronistic to let us know that we're on the right track. So if you have a when spirit be spiriting moment that you would like to share on the show, then please send your story to welcomeyourwoo@gmail.com. So you guys, that's a wrap for tonight's episode of Welcome Your Woo. I hope that you've had fun nestling in with me this evening, and I hope that you've got just enough to return for more next week, where I'll be diving into how self-care is a catalyst for expanding your intuition and psychic abilities. Oh, I cannot wait to talk to you about this. So until then, if you're looking for more clarity or spiritual guidance, you can book a personal session with me anytime at sarahjanepatten.com. I look forward to serving you and this growing audience. Don't forget forget to invite your friends. It's a lot more fun when you can explore together, right? And of course, if you want to stay connected, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram for daily inspiration and updates. You guys, I'm on there all the time. And then, of course, I'll be here every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. So until then, make sure to remember to stay open, trust the journey, and as always, welcome your woo.